What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01 here, back with another update. This time I'm going to be answering your feedback on the video that I put out not too long ago, just a few days ago, which was asking you, obviously, looking for your feedback. So first of all, thank you for all the responses that I was able to get. You guys really helped me into creating some type of strategy and definitely figuring the best way to answer your questions and to explain why some things are the way they are and how we can fix certain things. So with that being said, yes, I look totally different than I did just a few days ago, obviously, when you have a clean-shaven face from the military and you have to get your hair cut. You're changing your looks all the time, although I do prefer the bearded strain. It is my favorite look. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and start here, and I'm going to answer just some of the more popular questions and kind of explain my thoughts on some of your suggestions. So first off, I'm just going down the list of comments here. From Apu Ishak. What he was saying was, number one, focus on one game or two instead of uploading videos of multiple games. Take it slow. Appreciate the little details in the game instead of just focusing on the missions only, and improve audio quality in your playthroughs because he has observed poor quality occasionally, not always though. He loves my work. It's kind of similar to his own playstyle, and he's been a fan since Splinter Cell. So let me answer some of those questions. First one, focus on one game or two instead of uploading videos of multiple games. Take it slow. Now, I can totally agree with you on that one. Obviously, you don't want too many things going out at once. The only caveat I have to that is I have fans from different genres of gaming that they love to watch. So with that being said, if I'm only focusing on one game at a time, and let's say it's Assassin's Creed 2, and that's all I'm putting out on the channel is that game, then those people that aren't interested in Assassin's Creed 2, they've got nothing. They've got nothing on the channel. They're going to go find something else, someone else. So the reason behind me of doing more than one game at once is to be able to try to find something that everyone can watch. Either one of them watching The Evil Within or someone else watching the Assassin's Creed 2. At least I'm covering both sides, and I'm giving people an opportunity to watch what they are here for, or what they are specifically here for on the channel. So that's kind of like my caveat for that, as far as I would love to do just one game, and obviously this channel would be so much more focused if I did just one game at a time and just waited until I got through all of that. But again, I'm a people pleaser. I always try to please as many people as I can, and I know that I can't, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying, okay? It means that I want to make sure that there's something out there for everybody on the channel. I don't want to alienate any specific genre of gaming fans out there on the channel. Two, appreciate the little details in the game instead of just focus on the missions only. When you're doing a walkthrough, okay, the purpose of a walkthrough is to specifically show how to complete a mission. Now, that doesn't always pertain to me stopping in front of an area and looking at it and seeing how beautiful the game is, which is something I love to do, and most of you out there know I love to do. But when you specifically put walkthrough in a title, it needs to be a walkthrough. I'm not, in that specific instance, I am not there to necessarily, even though it's always a focus of mine, to necessarily show you how beautiful a game is. At that specific point, down to its direct meaning of what a walkthrough is, I'm there to show you how to complete that mission. Now, you'll notice that there are a lot of times where I will stop and smell the roses. A lot of people tell me I shouldn't do that because that detracts. I shouldn't show, going from one mission to another because it gets boring. It loses people's interest. And the whole point of a walkthrough is to keep people's interest right there so that they're wanting to watch the next part, right? In this case, I'm not doing a let's play. I'm doing a walkthrough. I'm here to guide you on how to complete this mission. So whereas I understand your statement there, that is the meaning that I have behind it. It's not just and every single video I do is always a little bit about showcasing the beautifulness of a game. If you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, which you say you have, then you know this to be true. So I'm a little confused as why you think that I'm only focusing on the mission, even when I do walkthroughs, because I'm not always just focusing on the mission. I'm always showing new and beautiful things about the game, even when I do walkthroughs. So I don't want you to think that. And if that is the Ricky Bobby, my hands are coming up. Go back down. I got to work on that. That is, if that's something that you think that I need to focus on, well, then I will make sure to really, really think about that every single time I come up with a new video. But I also want you to know that in regards to what a walkthrough is, its main focus is to get one mission to the next and to do the mission and to show you exactly how to do it. So, and then of course include, or should improve the audio quality. So with the audio quality, I've been having a little bit of trouble. The trouble I've been having is, am I going to go the more edible route, or am I going to go have everything a certain way and be able to get it out nice and quick, but still having the quality? So there's two different ways that I do walkthroughs. For instance, my Evil Within. The way that I'm doing that walkthrough is I'm recording it in 1440p, 60 frames via XSplit Gamecaster. Now, I'm making sure I'm splitting the video so that every time it gets to about 9.5 gigabytes, no matter how long I am in the video, it will split the video and go into another video. In order to edit using XSplit Gamecaster, the videos need to be under 10 gigabytes, and they become very, very big files when you're recording at such high quality and frame rate. So what I can do is, if I keep the video under 10 gigabytes, which I do in XSplit Gamecaster, I can then take the video into its own editor, the XSplit editor, and I can cut out deaths or cut out things you don't need to see, loading screens, the such, and make it nice and smooth, and it takes me no time to edit. The moment I do that, the moment I finish it, I put it in there, put it together, take out a few little places in there. I have an intro video and I have an exit video that I slash on at the front and at the end in the XSplit editor, and it takes about 20 seconds to finish the editing. That's all it takes, 20 seconds. And then boom, the video's done and it's ready. That instance, the video and audio are mixed together, meaning that my voice is the same track as the audio. I try my best to get it to where you guys can hear me clear enough over the game. Sometimes there's certain parts in games that are louder than others, and it's hard to measure. The other way that I do it, like say, for instance, my Assassin's Creed 1 walkthrough, was no live commentary whatsoever. I recorded it using Shadowplay, and once I recorded it, then I would take it into an editor, an actual editor, and at that time I was using Adobe Premiere, which now I have switched to Cyberlink Power Director. I've switched back to it. I used to use it a long time, but now I've gone back. And I would insert the audio over top of the voice. So you probably heard my voice a lot better in that. I just got to find that medium balance. And the thing was that those Assassin's Creed videos took forever to edit. It just took forever to do every single video because of how long they were and how much there was inside the video. So I found that doing it the Evil Within way is speedier, but not at the reduction of quality of the video itself. I just need to figure out how to mix, before I start the video, my voice and the audio of the game better. I've always preferred to have both the audio or the audio of the mic and the audio of the game in the same track, because it just makes things a lot easier when I want to get them out quicker to all of you. And I want to get it out quicker, but I don't want to reduce the quality. Sometimes I'm able to separate the stuff, like say for instance, Shadowplay now has a new feature where you can separate the audio of your mic and the game audio into two separate tracks on the same video, and then you can take it into an editor and then you can mix it up in there. And a lot of people do that way anyways. They have like a mixer on the outside or whatever, and that's how they specifically do videos, where they do it that way. But I can guarantee you when they do that, they're not making walkthroughs. They're probably doing montages or other types of special videos, where doing walkthroughs is so different because it's so much more time consuming than any other type of video, because of the nature of the editing and the nature of how long you're playing a game and all that. So I'm trying to do the best that I can, and I promise I will get better at it. It just takes time. It's not something you can just get. But I will keep that in mind, and I will make sure, and please let me know always if you're having issues hearing one thing over another, so I can keep track and know what settings are going to work best for whatever video I'm doing. So that was the first biggest one that you guys saw. I'll say next up, we got from Skyless Digital. He says, honestly, man, you upload too much. Look at Assassin's Creed 2 and the Life is Strange video. You can't get views if you upload too much. So honestly, I think that is your problem. This, I got to say, this is kind of I don't agree with this, and I don't know why you were thinking, saying I upload too much. At the time, I was doing one Assassin's Creed 2 video a day. Let's take this into perspective. If I were going to do one Assassin's Creed video, let's say every 2 or 3 days, which would definitely, and I agree with this, give more people time to watch. Yes, very, very correctly, it would give more people time to watch. But I also have other people telling me that not to make the videos so long, that they would rather watch, I should make them 10 to 15 minutes. Well, if you put all that into perspective, if I were to make a 10 to 15 minute video and do one video every couple of days of Assassin's Creed 2, a 10 to 15 minute video, and you take how long the game is, it would take me probably 65 uploads, 65 parts of a 10 to 15 minute video range to do a game. That would be over 2-3 months. Even if I did it one video a day, it would be over 2 months for a game to come out. And that is way too long to do a walkthrough on. Way too long, because your interest will be gone after a week. All right, this is the internet. Let's think about it. The social spans of people these days are not nowhere near what that would require. So therefore, I will not do 10 to 15 minute videos and then only upload that specific walkthrough once every 2 or 3 days, because it would take way too long to do it. So for instance, what I've been doing with Assassin's Creed 2 is one video is one sequence. In that sequence, most of them have been around 40 minutes to an hour. So in the description, I'm putting each memory down with a timestamp. So that means in that sequence, if there is a memory you're having trouble with, you can easily locate it, find the timestamp, click it, and go directly to that memory. I think this way helps everyone out, and I've been doing it mostly one a day. Now, I understand that a lot of people don't have enough time to watch one Assassin's Creed video a day, especially when they're an hour long. So what I've been doing the past few days since I've seen this comment is I've been testing things out, and I've been seeing what it's like, and I've been doing like one Assassin's Creed video every maybe 2 days to give people a little bit more time. But what I've also found out with that is I lose even more money. So the thing is, when I've been doing constant uploads and doing, about 3 or 4 videos a day or whatever, that because of the numbers and the way that it works and how you get paid every single day on YouTube, the numbers have been not good, but better than they were if I do just 1 or 2 videos a day and that's it. And at this point, I mean, since I am doing this for a living, I have to think about that. And those kind of things, you have to be able to work one way, work another. You have to be able to compromise and all that. So that's what I've been trying to do, is compromise with that and trying to see what is the sweet spot. That's why I want to have multiple games going on. Mainly, I want to say 2 games at a time, so that every single day you can have a video of your favorite game and be able to watch. And at the same time, I'm able to get the views that help me out every single day to increase the number or at least have it be decent for the amount of money that I might get in a day. Because when you take that into account and then you take into account the whole month, you got to say to yourself, is that going to be enough to just pay my bills? And that's where it's getting really, really difficult. Since I went down in April, starting April, whenever the whole ad fiasco went down, I lost over 50% of what I was doing. So I was okay. I was paying for bills and I was saving up money for when I wanted to get specific stuff, like, getting a new mic or getting a better camera or something similar to that. And I was saving up money. Things were okay. We weren't rock stars. We weren't living like rock stars. We were just making enough to get by. But now that 50% thing went down, I'm not making enough to sustain just being able to live here. So what I've done, what me and my wife have focused on in the past couple of days, and what I'm focusing on is, all right, so clearly, the numbers are down because of the YouTube apocalypse. It's probably going to go up a little bit when all the games start coming out in September, because that's when more games are going to come out. The ads will come back and it'll be better, because I'm getting the same amount of views that I got last year, but significantly less in the amount of money. So what I've been focused on, see, I took a lot of things for granted when I was in the Army and doing YouTube, right? I had my Army job, which paid me very nice. And then I had the YouTube, which I was getting extra money for. And it was definitely, I was living above my own means, right? I was making more money I was making enough money to be able to get the fancy equipment that I got and to be able to make sure that I can do this. And then when I said, I want to try to do this full time, which is always a risk, you have to understand the risks and you have to understand that it's not always going to work out. And I do. And I promise you, I do understand that. So when I told myself when I got out of the military, I said, all right, if I can make, I want to say at least $4,000 a month. $4,000 a month, and for those of you that live in normal circumstances might be like, that's nothing at all. Other people will be like, holy crap, that's a lot. Well, it always depends on where you live, the city you live in, how much COLA is, the cost of living, and bills and things like that. I said, if I can make $4,000 by having this be the full-time job, then I can keep it, and that's fine. Well, then I got down to $3,000. And then when I saw $3,000, I was like, all right, I can just barely maintain $3,000. $3,000 a month, plus the fact that I got Patreon and that I am still working for the Army once a month. And so that helps out a little bit. But my Army pay goes directly towards my medical insurance for my family. So I don't even consider my Army pay at all because all of that goes directly to medical insurance, which is very much needed, obviously, since YouTube doesn't provide medical insurance. YouTube doesn't provide all of that great stuff that for, Medicaid and all that, whatever. So once I got down to 3, I was like, all right, but that's like the bottom line. I can't get any lower. I got to figure out how to make it not go lower. Then April came around and I started making half of that. Now you see why I've been worried and what I'm trying to do. But right now, my main focus is, and what's keeping me positive, is saying to myself that my main goal is, to make enough to pay for my rent and to pay for electricity and internet, because those are the 3 things that I have to have in order to be able to keep continually to do this. You got to pay for the rent, you got to pay for the electricity to run everything in here, and you got to pay for the internet to make sure that I have the internet capable of uploading and doing all of that. So that significantly made the number that I needed drop down. And what I've been doing is I've been trying to work more for the Army. So anytime that they've needed me, I said, I'll come in. So you might have seen me come in multiple times during the month to try to make that little bit of extra cash. I've been saying, hey, if you want to support me, come to Patreon. That's helped out a little bit. And I've got that up to like $350 a month, which definitely helps out. And for those of you that have been a Patreon since I started a Patreon, you're freaking amazing. And there's nothing I could ever do to repay you. And it means the world to me that you're sincerely helping me pay for what I need to. So the other bills that I feel aren't as important are like phone bill. Even though my phone bill is super expensive, I feel like if I had to, I'll live without it. Okay, we've got the internet. We can get a hold of people. I'll switch to a freaking Go phone. I'll do whatever I can to make sure that I can keep doing this and to keep bringing these videos out to you. I will sacrifice the things that I don't need to make sure that can happen. So as long as I pay for those 3 main bills, then I can keep this dream alive. And so that is my goal heading to the future. But I'm actually honestly glad that all of this has happened. And I know you're saying, why would you be glad that all of this happened? Well, I'm glad because it's allowed me to see the lowest that I can go and still be able to try to do this. And if you've always made a certain amount and you've never went this low, then I used to think that 4,000 was barely enough, and then I started thinking 3,000 was barely enough, and then now I've gone down to what I'm making now, and I'm like, okay, I've seen what the low can look like, so I can adapt to it and I can try to overcome it and I can do everything that I can. And I've already said that if it continues to go lower, that I will get another job and I will do YouTube and I will do the Army and I will do whatever other job that I need to. I don't want my wife to have to work, and that's only because I'm going to give her my college, because I want her to go and pursue her dreams. That I've been able to do college while I've been in the Army, and I didn't have to pay for it, but I excuse me, when I got out, I got my MGI Bill, and I have a lot of money that I can transfer over to her to go to school. And that's what I want to do. I want to give her all of the college that I've earned through my 16 years in the military full time. And that's what I'm working on right now. So we're working on trying to get my college transferred over to her so she can start going to school full time, and she can start finding out what she's going to do for the rest of her life. I don't want her to feel like everything revolves around me. I want this to be a circle between both of us. Therefore, I want her to fulfill her dreams and aspirations. And she's given up so much because of me, and because I'm in the military, she's had to move to different places and all that kind of stuff. And that's what happens when you marry someone in the military, is that it kind of stops becoming your life, and it becomes your husband's life or your wife's life. If she's the one in the military and you're the one not, is you have to move where they go, and it's a hard life. And I want to make sure that I give her the chance to be whatever it is that she desires to be as well. And so again, it's my pride saying that's what I want her to do. So I haven't, said, hey, you might need to go out and get a job right now, because I'm waiting to get that money transferred over to her so she can go to school. I want her not to work at some retail job. I want her to fulfill her dreams at whatever she wants to do. And so that's what I've been doing that. So as you can see, I've been going a lot of different directions, and I've been doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of different things to try to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. And obviously right now is the worst it's going to get, because there's no games coming out right now. This is when no games are coming out. And then you also have to think of, well, my channel's known for a stealth channel. I hate that. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I never started this channel out to be nothing but stealth. The first games I did were not even stealth. Heavy Rain, Dante's Inferno, Aliens versus Predator. And even when I played Splinter Cell Conviction, I didn't stealth it up, It's just that throughout the years, it's just something that I excel at, something that I like to do, something I love to do, and I put my heart and soul into it, and that's where everybody came from, and that's where they all push towards, and that's what they all... But let's be honest, guys, the stealth genre is dying, if not already dead. Games are not making enough money in the stealth genre to keep it going. That's why you're seeing less and less the amount of games in the stealth genre, right? It's all about fast-paced action, multiplayer games, and all of that. That's what's driving sales, and that's not what the channel's been about. So it's like, oh my gosh, do I stick true to the whole where everyone thinks I'm only about stealth when I've never really been all about stealth? Look at all of my walkthroughs. Yes, it's just that all the ones that became popular were stealth. I mean, that's something I'm better at because of my limitations with being blind in my right eye and not being able to be fast with reactions, which is not good for first-person gaming. So it's just one of those things where, I got kind of just dragged into it. Not that I'm pissed about it or anything, but was never my intention to be just a one-trick pony, right? I would rather be a jack of all trades than a master at just one. Okay, I know some channels out there can thrive on just being a Destiny channel or a Call of Duty channel. Well, those games are big enough for them to thrive on, and they keep coming out every single year. Stealth games don't do that, right? When's the last time we had a Splinter Cell? 4 years ago now, and we're not getting another one this year. So it sucks. So I play what comes out, and I try to do the best that I can in every situation, and I'm going to suck sometimes. I'm going to be bad at puzzles. I'm going to be bad at first-person shooters, and that's just how it's going to be. I'm just good at a specific type of game, so I show that off a little bit more, obviously, because I want to keep you guys happy. But at the same time, I want to do different things. I want to branch out. I want to do other projects. It's just getting into it and having everyone follow you on it is a lot tougher than you might think. So I've sidetracked a lot, but I wanted to answer a few of those things and let you guys kind of know. Let's see what else. Some people are saying that I need to get on Twitch. Mixer doesn't compare. Most people watch and subscribe there. So I tried the Twitter or the Twitch thing. Here's the biggest thing, guys. When I stream, right? It's my ADHD. I don't want to be someone that blames that uses an excuse, because it's always going to be an excuse no matter how someone says it, right? It's my ADHD just does not allow me to stream a long time and stream all the time. My nerves get to me every time that I stream, because I've been, it's just, that's, everyone has their comfort zones and everyone has their not comfort zones. Streaming is so much my not comfort zone. Doing videos like this, not comfort zone. I don't like putting myself on camera. I don't like doing these kinds of things, because I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of guy. I've never been the kind of guy that wants to be pushed out in the front. When I play rock band for the Army rock band that I'm in, I sing, but I absolutely hate going up front and singing. I'm so much more comfortable when I sing while I play drum set. When I'm in the back, when I'm behind the drum set, when I've got the drums surrounding me, I'm feeling the music and I'm singing. When my hands are doing something, when I'm not sitting up there, I don't know what to do, because I move around so much. I'm not a still person. I can't ever be still. That's just not how my body works. And yes, I've tried all kinds of medicine, but it's killed me twice. It stopped my heart twice, and I've had to be revived. And so it's not for me. That kind of medicine does nothing but harm me, unfortunately. So I live with it, and I do the best that I can with what I got, and that's all I can do. So it's very uncomfortable for me to do these kind of things, but I do them because I want to have that interaction between you guys. I want you to know that I'm just not another guy out there that only cares about money. Yes, I care about money because I want to take care of my family, but that's not all I care about. I care about interacting with you guys and talking to you and getting to know you and being here for you, and knowing that if you have problems or if I have problems, you're here for me, I'm here for you. It's a two-way street. This channel's always been a two-way street, and you can say that from the very beginning of it, where a lot of other people you can't say that for. Some people don't talk to their YouTube followers, right? And that's how it is. I look at that and I'm like, why wouldn't you do that? These are the people that got you where you are. You're not there because of you. We are all the same. I am in no way, shape, or form different from anybody else. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a person who thinks I'm above you because I do this and have thousands of people watch me, and you do it and you have nobody watch you. That doesn't make me better than you. No, I am you and you are me. We are all the same. We're people. We're humans. We strive to better ourselves and to do better, and that's all I want to do. I want to bring better content for you. I want to get better at doing this, and I need that interaction from you guys as well. I need those comments. I need those likes or dislikes, just knowing that I'm doing something right or I'm doing something wrong. I need that, right? It's a human necessity to have that type of interaction with other people. And I'm a very quiet and closed person by myself. So when I'm in the Army, I'm not so quiet and closed. I'm the jokester. I always try to make jokes, always try to make light of situations, because I want others to be happy. But when I'm alone in here, I'm quiet, I'm shut down, and I try to be as focused as I can. And it's so hard to do when you have ADHD. It's not even funny. But yeah. So again, I tried the Twitch thing. It just wasn't growing popular enough, and I just wasn't comfortable with live streaming all the time. I've switched over to Mixer, and that is because Microsoft gave me a chance. Twitch never gave me the partnership. I saw people getting partnerships that had less views and less followers than me because they knew how to network better, because they talked to people, because they butt kissed. I don't butt kiss. That's why you don't see a lot of freaking, what do you call it? You don't see a lot of branding, or you don't see me taking a lot of sponsors on or things like that. I get every single day people asking me, hey, become a part of App Nana or something like that. We'd love to have you. But I'm just like, do I really want to do? No, I don't want to give you guys something that I truly don't believe in or don't think it's benefiting you. I only want to do things that benefit you. When I did the Tobii eye tracking video, I thought that was fun and it was amazing. And if you can't get VR, Tobii eye tracking was pretty cool to be able to move your screen around and do that kind of stuff. And I actually believed in it, so therefore I did a video on it. But you don't see that often because there's not a lot of things that I believe in. And I feel like what has made me me is the fact that I stick to my morals, right? I don't do certain things. I don't leak videos. I don't mess with NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. If I sign an agreement with a company that I can't put out a video till this time, then I mean it. I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to be, it's already a blessing enough that I get to sit here and play games earlier before all of you guys. So I don't want to ruin the chance that has been given to me because of you. I don't want to ruin it and lose that chance because you've given me this opportunity to be able to have chances like that. So I don't want to ruin it. I want to stick to it. So I stick by the word because that's how I was raised. Do good things, be a good person, love people, and just have respect, right? Respect is a two-way street. If you respect people, they will respect you back. And that's how I've always lived my life. So that's why you don't see a lot of branding. I'm going to start doing a little bit more of branding, but I promise you I will never put something out there that I don't at least feel is worth your time, okay? Another question I've been getting a lot. Why do you... hold on, because I'm getting sidetracked here, which was the name of my father's band. Random Twitch. But yes, like I said, I was on Twitch. Finally, Twitch came around not a couple months ago and said we'd like you to be a part of the affiliate program. But I was already getting in with Mixer. Therefore, I'm with Microsoft. I've already got like kind of a partnership with Microsoft. And I wanted to stay true to that. And it seems like Mixer is such a great place to live stream because there's no lag. You can watch me at the same time I actually do something, and I can interact with you guys on a more personal level than you can in Twitch. I know I've got way more followers over on Twitch, but I just don't do it enough, and there's not enough people over there for me to feel like I should continue on Twitch. And then there's the fact that it's great to get a partnership with Mixer or Twitch or whatever, but if nobody subscribes, then what is the point? There is no point. If no one actually subscribes to you on Twitch or on Mixer, there's no point, because I could just be doing it on YouTube, doing all my live streams on YouTube, and that's it. But I wanted to branch out because YouTube's not always going to be there. I needed to come up with something else instead in case YouTube completely falls under. I needed to have something else. So I started a Twitch, I started a Mixer, and I got the partnership and I got a few subscribers on Mixer, but no one, I haven't had a subscriber in months. Granted, when I stream over there, I'm getting like 100 to 200 followers every single time the last couple streams that I've done, but nobody is subscribing. And I feel that nobody would subscribe over on Twitch either. Nobody wants to pay to watch something. They want it for free. That's the society of the way it is now. They don't want to go through ads. I get so many messages from people like, could you take off some of the ads you got on your videos? I'm so sorry that you have to sit through a 30-second ad, or that you have to sit, because most of the ads that I see on my channel, if they ever show up, is a 4-second ad and then you can skip it, or a 30-second ad or even a 5-minute ad and you can skip it within 3 seconds. I just don't get that, because every single time I watch a video from my favorite YouTubers, I never skip their ads because I want to support them, and that's just me, but I know not everybody's the same. And so I can't imagine that the world is like that. And so when people tell me, take your ads away, I'll kindly reply with, I can't do that because that's the only reason that I'm able to do what I do. And I have to provide for my family, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry you have to go through a little bit of extra time to get to something. It might take you out of the experience for one reason or another, but just all I can say is remember that is helping me out immensely. Those ads are the main reason that I'm motivated to keep going and to keep doing this stuff. And again, I want to keep doing this for a living. And if I fail at it and I can't, I got to get another job, then so be it. I will. And don't think I won't. I will. But I want to keep fighting for this dream. If you don't fight for your dreams, then why are you here? If you don't fight for the things that are unattainable, then there's no drive. You have no way of moving forward. I know this is already a 33-minute video. I imagine no one is going to sit through and watch this whole thing. But if you actually sit through and watched it from this point, let me know in the comments below, and then I will reply to you, and I will love you forever, because that means you are definitely one of the people that helped me to continue to do this, and I thank you for that. So there's my story with Twitch and stuff. I'd love to start on Twitch again, but again, I don't know, nobody really watches me when I live stream. I don't know. Let me see some other ones. I could start doing stuff that's trending, and that is very true. I don't do enough stuff that's trending. Every month I get like a top 10 trendings list from my PR, and it just so happens that everything that's trending is not something that I'm interested in. And I feel like I shouldn't throw a video out to you if I'm not fully interested in it, right? But I need to start doing some of the things that trends very, very well. Like right now, Call of Duty is trending. Why am I not putting Call of Duty videos out? Because I'll put Call of Duty videos out when I play it or when the game comes out. You know, like I need to do, what I'd like to do is start doing things that lead up to certain games, like say Assassin's Creed Origins. Start having a weekly series on new information that's come out for Assassin's Creed Origins, you know, every single week. Because I feel if I started doing stuff like that, it will get people more interested in it when the walkthrough comes out, right? It'll get more people excited for my walkthrough, and things like that. And I could start doing that for games that I'm really excited about. If you think that that's something cool, please let me know in the comments. More people are saying that they like the strategy that I got going with right now, trying to get now. Okay, here's the biggest thing. This is a lot of complaints that I get. And that is trailers. So the biggest thing that I'm trying to take away from this channel is I want this to be the one place you go to for all of your gaming needs. I know that's impossible, and I know this channel's not IGN, it's not GameSpot, but I want everyone to feel they have a home here and they have a reason to be here and a place to be here when their day's not going good and they want to sit down and they want to watch YouTube. So if there's a game that interests me, I'm going to put it out, and I'm going to put the trailer of it out because I want you to know that I've got that on my radar, that I've got that in my head, that I might be doing something for that. You'll never see me put out a trailer for a game that I will never, ever want to touch unless it's a comedic thing. Like there was a trailer a few days ago that was like a comedic Hollywood sex thing that had to do with Agents of Mayhem. I'm not playing Agents of Mayhem because it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't interest me as much. But that trailer was so comedic gold, I wanted to put it out there and show it to you guys. That's one of the rare instances. Everything else, all the trailers that you see will always be of something that I personally am interested in and want to play, and I want to show you about it. I want you to know, because sometimes some people out there don't always know about every game coming out. There's so many games there's games that come out every single day, indie games and stuff like that, and I want to put the stuff that interests me, and that's how I want to keep it going. So that's the reason that you see those trailers, and those trailers are also good for when days are pretty bad, when there's no new games coming out but there's a new trailer of a specific game or something like that. It keeps the channel moving forward. If you go a few days without putting videos out, what it does is it takes you back down the whole search thing, right? Because if you haven't been on, that means you're not up there. People aren't looking stuff up for you, things like that. So you got to put content out every single day, or else you could be lost in YouTube's algorithm. And then another thing is likes, dislikes, comments, sharing, all that stuff, all counters into how I show up in searches and all that stuff. And of course, another big thing is how long you actually watch my videos. Watching them a longer periods of time, the better chance I have at being at the top of the searches so that I'm seen by other people. If you come in and you watch a minute of a video just because you want to support me, I appreciate that, but you're not helping. You're not helping at all. You're actually ruining everything in a way. I mean, you're not ruining everything, but you're making it harder for people to find me, because you're only watching a minute, and that gets added into the whole, like, how watch time of these specific videos, and then they will become non-searchable. They'll be down in like 8 or 9 on the search page, and that's not going to get me anything. So again, if you're going to want to support me, watch the videos, find a time to watch it, and watch the whole thing. I know some videos can be really, really long. At that moment, watch until you just feel like you don't care anymore. Whatever, that's fine. But at least don't just click on the video because you want to support me and like it, right? That doesn't help. You have to actually watch it for a little while to really, really have any effect on me becoming in the searches and stuff like that. The other thing is I need to work on thumbnails. If anyone's out there that can give me tips or wants to be my thumbnail generator, wants to actually help me out, and then I will, of course, more than compensate you and stuff like that. I need thumbnails that grab people's attention. I'm not really good at that. You've seen the thumbnails. I've kind of started going with a specific thumbnail where I have the thumbnail, and then I have a block section, and I can put the information and stuff right there. But if you know a better way to grab people's attention, and you want to do that, and you want to help me out with that, please message me, tell me that, and I would love to see what you got, and we could come up with some type of partnership that we can help each other out for that. So that'll be, you know, great as well, because I obviously want to expand my audience. Let's see. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. I've answered some of the biggest questions that people have had on the channel, and I know this has been a 40-minute video. So thank you guys, you know, for watching. I don't know if I'll split this in two or not, just because I want to keep everybody's attention. But thank you so much for all the support that you do. And just remember, I'm going to keep this up. I'm never going to give up. I will never give up for you. I will never give up for me or give up for my family. And I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Also, make sure you turn those notifications on, guys. When you're on my main channel page, make sure you click that bell at the top right or right next to my name on when you're watching a video, and click that notification. All right, because that's very, very important to be up to date and know when a video is coming out. And also follow me on Twitter and stuff, so you know what's up to date. CenterStrain01. And thank you guys for just, you know, for being here. For everyone that's sit here and watching this, that means that you care somewhat about, you know, this channel. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace out.